Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Emma and today I'm going to be doing an impromptu shop with me at Kmart because I went and picked something up very quickly the other day and I saw some really cool new items in there, so I just had to get the camera out and show you guys. So the first thing that I saw were these beautiful new canisters. This stripy ribbed glass one is very classy and stylish, but these ceramic glaze ones are absolutely amazing. These are exactly my teacup, you could say. I just love the color of this blue-green glaze. That's really hard to say, but it's a beautiful subtle color, and if you've watched some of my shop with me videos before, you know I just love ceramics that are semi-unglazed or partially naked, you could say. All these canisters look like they are $6 for the large and $4 for the small. The glass ones are actually fairly light, but the other ones all have quite a bit of weight to them. These canisters that are white glazed on like an angle with the naked ceramic on the bottom are my absolute favorite at the moment. I just loved the lid on top of this one. I thought the pattern of the grain was so nice, I just couldn't go past it. They also have some lovely marble canisters here, which I don't think I've seen before. And although I wouldn't buy these particular ones for my own home, I do think these blue palm tree canisters are actually quite cute too and could work really well with like a coastal theme if that's something that you're going for. I also came across these sweet little pantry labels. They have a heap of different ones in this kind of cursive handwriting script. They have so many different labels for so many different things. I was actually really impressed at how many different things they had specific labels for. Like if it's in your pantry, they probably have a label for it, which I thought was pretty impressive, especially for Kmart. They even have larger labels for stuff like pasta and rice, which I think is just a great idea because generally those things are kept in way larger jars, and I just really like that Kmart have actually thought of that little detail. Conveniently, next to the labels, I saw this gorgeous set of what are essentially spice jars in a wooden tray. They're glass and they have a bamboo suction lid. These are really dainty, they're really cute and would be perfect for keeping all of your most often used spices conveniently out while still having them look really nice on display. I absolutely love these. You could definitely use these to organize lots of other different things as well. You could use them in your bathroom, but this just looks absolutely perfect for spices. Now I also saw this paper towel holder and I was like, ooh, why is this one different from all the other ones? And then I realized that the noob that put this on the shelf didn't bother to separate them from one another, so they're actually all just still cable tied together. I just thought this was kind of cool because most paper towel holders are metal and I think the wood really softens things down a little bit. So it's a good option if you do need something like this, but you're not a big fan of that metal wire look. I saw this bamboo turntable. Now I have seen this one before, but only in plastic. But I would basically take bamboo over plastic almost any day of the week. Obviously, it depends what you're actually using it for though. But if you saw that plastic one in my last shop with me video and you liked the idea but didn't like the plastic, they actually have this in bamboo too, which I haven't seen before, and how good is that? Now I couldn't go past these containers without showing you. If you haven't guessed it already, I absolutely love bamboo lids or wooden lids, and I just think that they're way prettier and nicer than plastic lids. I just think that the bamboo lid on all of these different canisters really elevates the look and makes something that is usually pretty ordinary look a whole lot nicer while still being completely functional and practical, and I'm all about that shit. Now, I don't always pay a lot of attention to the crockery at Kmart because it's often pretty average, but today I saw a couple of nice things here that I just had to show you. I really like this irregular shaped white plate that has this sort of dimpling around the outside. I really love the look of these. I love that they're not all perfectly round, and I think that just gives the illusion of something being bespoke or handmade, even when it's very obviously not because it's from Kmart. But this just gives it a little bit more of an organic look and feel. So these speckled ones are a little bit cheaper than the white ones and are a lot more traditional in their shape, but I think that these have a light speckle through them, which I think is rather nice and understated and adds just a little bit of interest without being too overboard. I also quite liked this range of grey, almost charcoal coloured crockery. It has like a bit of a mottled, stony look that looks quite luxe and is definitely a good option if you're going for something with a bit of a darker tone to it. I absolutely love the colour combinations that they used in this set of 4 glazed mini bowls. I'm a big fan of these colours, especially when they're all together. They're 2 beige bowls with 1 pink bowl and 1 orange bowl, and they all just look so damn cheerful, but without looking actually like cheesy. I think the pink one is like a bit of a dusty pink and the orange is a little bit like mustardy, so they have subdued the colours a little bit, which I think helps achieve that colourful look without being too garish and in your face. At $9 for 4 of these as well, I think that is a total bargain. Now, I've never seen these salt and pepper shakers here before, but I thought that they were a nice little set, something a little bit different that I haven't really seen around. They're half marble and half wood, and they're definitely fairly solid for a Kmart item. I think you could probably also switch the lids on these if you wanted to as well, so that you could have them matching instead of having them alternating. This rattan look toilet roll holder piqued my interest mainly because I'm actually looking for something to store my toilet rolls in the bathroom at the moment. And although I don't mind the idea of having fake rattan in the bathroom because of all the water and moisture, the execution of this particular fake rattan range wasn't super amazing, and it does look and feel just a little bit too fake and a little bit too plasticky for my personal liking. This is one of those things that looks good from afar, but looks much worse when you actually get up and see it close and actually touch it. I really like the look of this slatted buffet table. I saw something really similar in Target the other day, but that was actually a sideboard. This sort of retro style of wooden slatted furniture is definitely in at the moment. I couldn't find the price in store, but I looked online and this one is only $79, so definitely quite a bit cheaper than the one at Target, which was about $200. This 3-tiered black bathroom shelf is such a nifty little storage unit. It's really small and compact, but it takes advantage of that vertical storage space. So it's a really great way to squeeze in some extra storage if you need it in the bathroom or really anywhere else around the house. It's just a little bit wibbly though, but maybe it will actually be a little bit more sturdy once you have some things in it to like hold it down and stabilize it a bit. This side table I walked past, it was actually on a trolley, but I thought this was just worth a look. It's a lovely neutral color and quite a classic shape, and I think this would really complement a few different kinds of styles really nicely, and it would also work really well in a smaller space too. Well, hello gorgeous. Out of all the candles that I saw at Kmart today, this black candle really jumped out at me. It has that gravitas, that super solid, super swanky, luxe look, and it's really like moody, but it also is really elegant. This pink one is also very nice as well. It's much more feminine, but I'm all about that black one, baby. This Terrazzo candle was also a bit of a standout for me. I thought it was quite interesting and unique. It's not something that I've actually seen here before, although they might have had it and I just might have missed it. I really like all of the different shapes and colors that's been mixed in here to create that Terrazzo look. I just think it adds a little bit of understated flair. This blue number also caught my eye. I really like the unusual shape. It's almost like a vase. I also really like the ribbing and the color on this candle. I can imagine this going really well with like a coastal vibe or like a Hamptons style scheme. I absolutely did not see this boucle throw last time I was here because I definitely would have bought it if I did. I'm sure most of you already know that boucle has been trending for a hot minute now, guys, and this is the perfect way to add a bit of boucle to your home without investing in an expensive piece of furniture that may not be so on trend in a few years from now. Oh my god, now this is a tassel if I have ever seen one. These tassels are absolutely enormous. Aruba, Aruba! I am obsessed. I just absolutely love these huge oversized tassels. I would totally buy this if I could, but like I've said before, our stupid cat will eat anything that is stringy. So unfortunately, no tassels for me. I love our cats, but they're literally the reason why I cannot have nice things. This huge vase is really beautiful, but as always, especially because it's Kmart, you need to check to make sure that it's not damaged or scratched or anything like that when you buy it, like a couple of these ones are. This vase is very classic. It's like that timeless style. It's a timeless piece. And even Kmart know that this is a timeless style because they've even mentioned it in their product description. And this is a total bargain for a vase of this size at $13. Absolute steal. I also saw this other large white vase, which was also only $13. This one has a little bit more of a unique style. It's a little bit rough to the touch, and it's actually also quite a timeless looking piece in my opinion, but definitely a little bit more of an edgy, funky design. So a good option if you're looking for something a bit timeless, but also a little bit edgy. Now, I'm not usually the biggest fan of these kinds of framed stock photo wall art jobbies, but I actually don't completely hate this. Maybe because I'm a little bit country at heart, and again, I'm enjoying these more muted tones, and I actually genuinely don't mind that particular image either. Kmart actually had a couple of wall art pieces that I didn't mind today, which is really actually a first for me. I think the picture of the 12 apostles is really quite nice. I can imagine this in like a Melbourne Airbnb or something like that. Again, that coastal landscape I think would look really nice in like a beach house, a coastal Airbnb, something like that, where you want to bring a little bit of the local landscape from outside, inside, and really champion the natural surroundings. I saw this little bit of Art Deco inspired little glam tray here tucked away on the bottom shelf. I really wanted to open it to show you guys, but I just didn't want to be that person, you know, but I thought this was really cute and worth a quick little look. It looks like they have quite a few new cushions at the moment. I actually quite liked this chunky knitted pillow. It's got like a nice heavy texture to it, and it's like small to medium size, so it's good pillow to group with other cushions if you're looking for a little bit of like a pillow feature, a cushion feature. And the same with this long cushion. It's a similar type of style, and of course with my favorite tassels. Now, this huge, soft, fluffy pillow also jumped out at me, maybe because it's so huge, or maybe because it's so fluffy, or maybe because of the zigzags. I'm still not 100% sure on how I feel about the zigzags on it though. I guess it depends on what other cushions you're going to be kind of grouping it with, but apparently it's only 20 bucks, which is pretty cheap for a big cushion like that, and it really does feel super warm and cozy. Now guys, I just about shit when I saw this pink hot dog vase. I say that because as soon as I saw it, I just thought, hot dogs. It's so unique and it's so weird. I just absolutely am obsessed with it. It's that kind of 60s vibe, but also very contemporary in that pale pink color. I just absolutely adore this pot. I also quite like this large fish scale kind of motif white pot as well. It's quite a large pot, and I think a really good price at $14. It's neutral enough so that it won't clash with really anything, but the fish scale facade like really adds that little bit of extra interest. I also really enjoy this other white pot. It reminds me of like an old milk can or something like that sort of shape. This one is like gritty and rough to touch on the outside, and I will really just like the shape of this. These green pots remind me of little castle turrets, and they're so interesting and cute. I'm sure they remind you of castles as well. I can't say that I've ever actually seen a pot like this before. These white bubbly pots are also very cool as well. Again, a little bit 60s inspired by the looks of it, and this other green pot has almost like a bit of a tile effect with all of these little circles on it, which also adds a little bit of flair. I quite like that as well. Now this last pot is a bit different with its little feet. It's kind of got that 70s look with the half brown glaze. Not exactly my style, but I definitely think this is going to tick some boxes for some people, and some of you are going to really like this one. Now, this is the reason I actually came to Kmart today. I wanted to get a couple of these bread bins because I'm desperate to test out a DIY hack that I saw, and you know I'll be making a video for you guys on that as well, so make sure you tune in next week if you want to see how you can turn 2 of these bread bins into a cool end table or bedside table. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. It's totally free. Just hit that big red subscribe button for more videos just like these every single week. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!